6 marriages, 1 legendary rock star, and a love life that never quite found its rhythm. When Gregg Allman sat down to talk about his past, he didn't dodge the question. He faced it head-on. From his high-profile relationship with Cher to the deeper truth about why none of his marriages lasted, what he revealed wasn't scandal, it was honesty. But that's only half the story. Because behind the heartbreak, behind the fame, was a struggling young musician, nearly broke, chasing a dream that almost sent him back to school. And in the middle of it all, he wrote a song, one that would outlive everything. This is the story of love, failure, and Melissa. Gregg Allman didn't sugarcoat his past. When asked about his 6 marriages, he admitted something most people wouldn't dare say out loud. It was his fault. Not partially, not sometimes, but consistently. That level of self-awareness is rare, especially for someone who lived the kind of rock and roll life he did. His most talked about marriage was with Cher. At the time, people believed it was destiny, 2 massive stars coming together. But behind the scenes, it was never built to last. Gregg explained it simply. They came from completely different worlds. He belonged to the South, its culture, its pace, its lifestyle. Cher was rooted in Beverly Hills, in a completely different rhythm of life. Neither one was willing to fully cross into the other's world. And that gap, it never closed. But beyond Cher, there was a pattern. Gregg said many of the women he married loved him at first, but then tried to change him. And he refused. He loved his life. Even when it was chaotic, even when it was messy, that was his life. Looking back, he realized something deeper. Relationships need time. Real time. Not rushed emotions. Not surface-level attraction. But friendship first. Because in his words, people often think they know someone, until they actually live with them, minute by minute, day by day. And by then, it's too late. Even now, he and Cher share something they didn't have before. Friendship. Not romance. Not regret. Just understanding. And when asked if he'd ever marry again, he didn't say no. But he made one thing clear: next time, it would take years, not months, before the fame, before the chaos. Gregg Allman was just a kid trying to decide his future. And believe it or not, music wasn't always the obvious choice. There was a real moment where he considered something completely different. Dental school. But everything changed in the mid-1960s, when the Beatles exploded into America. Suddenly, music wasn't just a hobby, it was a movement. Bands were forming everywhere. Competition was fierce. And Gregg wasn't even convinced he could make it. His brother, however, believed completely. He pushed Gregg hard. Quit school, commit to music, go all in. Gregg resisted. He wanted security. A backup plan. Something stable if the dream didn't work out. Eventually, he gave in, but with a condition. 2 years. If they didn't succeed in 2 years, he'd walk away. So they hit the road. It wasn't glamorous. It wasn't exciting. It was exhausting. 6 nights a week. 5 sets a night. Endless performances just to survive. And the pay? $111 a week. Even back then, it wasn't enough. Debt started piling up. Equipment costs, travel, living, it all added up. 2 years later, they weren't stars. They were broke. But something had changed inside Gregg. He wasn't thinking about quitting anymore. He was thinking about creating. Because he had grown tired of playing other people's songs. He wanted something original. Something real. So his brother gave him simple advice. Write your own. Writing didn't come easy. Gregg Allman wrote hundreds of songs that went nowhere. Ideas that never worked. Lyrics that never landed. He estimates nearly 200 songs ended up in the trash. But then came one that felt different. He was just 17 years old. Lonely. On the road. Missing connection. So he imagined someone. A woman who didn't exist, but felt real enough to write about. He built the entire song around her, except for one thing. Her name. He couldn't find the right one. It had to fit perfectly. It had to sound right. Nothing worked. So he put the song aside. Weeks later, something unexpected happened. He was at a grocery store, just running errands like any normal day. And suddenly, he heard a voice call out, "Melissa! Melissa, where are you?" That was it. 3 syllables. Perfect. In that moment, everything clicked. The song finally had its identity. And just like that, Melissa was born. What started as loneliness became one of his most enduring creations. A song built on imagination, but rooted in real emotion. OUTRO, 120 words. Gregg Allman's story isn't just about music. It's about choices. About love that didn't last, and lessons that did. 6 marriages taught him what commitment really means. Failure taught him patience. And struggle taught him authenticity. But maybe the most powerful part of his story is this. The thing that nearly broke him, the uncertainty, the doubt, the loneliness, became the very thing that defined him. Because without those moments, there would be no Melissa. And sometimes, the greatest songs don't come from success. They come from everything that didn't work for years. Melissa wasn't a hit. In fact, it just sat there, unfinished in spirit, even after it had a name. Gregg Allman didn't even think it was one of his strongest songs at first. To him, it was just another attempt, one of many. But time has a strange way of revealing truth. As the Allman Brothers Band began to carve out their place in music history, something shifted. Their sound, bluesy, raw, deeply emotional, started connecting with audiences in a way that polished, commercial music couldn't. And suddenly, Melissa made sense. It wasn't loud. It wasn't flashy. It didn't try to impress. It felt real. When the band finally recorded and released it, the song stood out, not because it demanded attention, but because it quietly pulled listeners in. It became something more than just a track. It became a reflection of Gregg himself. A man who had lived through uncertainty, heartbreak, and constant movement. Finally slowing down just long enough to feel something genuine. And fans recognized that. Melissa wasn't just a song anymore. It was a moment. Success came, but it didn't come easy. With fame came pressure. With recognition came expectation. And with the rock and roll lifestyle came consequences. Gregg Allman lived fast. That part was no secret. But behind the headlines and the image was a man dealing with something heavier, loss. The death of his brother, Duane Allman, changed everything. Duane wasn't just family. He was the driving force. The believer. The one who pushed Gregg into music in the first place. And just like that, he was gone. That kind of loss doesn't fade. It reshapes you. For Gregg, it deepened the emotion in his music, but it also pulled him further into a lifestyle that made stability nearly impossible. Relationships suffered. Marriages fell apart. And the cycle repeated. Because when someone is constantly on the move, physically and emotionally, it becomes incredibly hard to build something lasting. Gregg admitted that himself. Not with excuses, but with acceptance. Looking back, Gregg Allman didn't frame his marriages as failures in the way most people might expect. He saw them as lessons. Each one revealed something about who he was, and maybe more importantly, who he wasn't ready to be. He realized that love, as most people define it, isn't enough. Compatibility matters. Timing matters. And above all, friendship matters. He spoke about how easily people use the word love, often before they truly understand the person standing in front of them. That was his biggest takeaway. You can't rush connection. You can't force understanding. And you definitely can't build something real without taking the time to actually know someone. That's why, later in life, he approached relationships differently. More cautious. More aware. And maybe for the first time, more honest with himself. Strip away the fame, the marriages, the headlines, and what you're left with is something much simpler. A man who loved music. A man who made mistakes. And a man who never stopped trying to understand himself. Gregg Allman wasn't perfect, and he never pretended to be. That's what made him relatable. He didn't hide from his past. He didn't rewrite it to sound better. He owned it. From failed relationships to financial struggles, from doubt to eventual success, every part of his journey stayed with him. And it showed in his music. Because the best artists don't just perform songs. They live them. And Gregg did exactly that in the end. Gregg Allman's life wasn't defined by how many times he got it wrong. It was defined by how deeply he felt everything along the way. 6 marriages. Countless struggles. Moments of doubt that could have ended everything. But instead of walking away, he turned those experiences into something lasting. Into music. Into stories. Into songs like Melissa, a quiet reminder that even the most uncertain beginnings can lead to something unforgettable. And maybe that's the real legacy he leaves behind. Not perfection. Not stability. But honesty. Because sometimes, the most powerful stories aren't about getting everything right. They're about learning something every time it falls apart. And before we come to the end of this video, I just want to take a moment to say a very big thank you to all of you for watching. Your time truly means a lot. In a world where there are thousands of videos you could be watching right now, the fact that you chose to spend a few minutes here with me on Heartbreak TV is something I truly appreciate. This channel continues to grow because of viewers like you. Every view, every comment, and every bit of support helps this community become stronger. And that's what makes creating these videos so rewarding. If you enjoyed this video, please take a quick moment to like the video, leave a comment below, and share it with your friends or anyone who might enjoy this content. Your interaction really helps the channel reach more people who love stories, entertainment, and updates just like you do. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, Heartbreak TV, and turn on the notification bell so you'll always be among the first to know when a new video is uploaded. There are many more exciting videos coming your way very soon, and I would love for you to be part of this journey as the channel continues to grow. I also enjoy hearing your thoughts, so feel free to drop your opinions, ideas, or suggestions in the comment section. Your voice matters here, and your feedback helps make Heartbreak TV even better. Once again, thank you so much for watching and for being part of this amazing community. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed, stay entertained, and keep watching Heartbreak TV.